Hello everybody, it's your boy Kai. In today's video I'm going to talk about the evolution of PlayStation. From the PlayStation 1 to the PS5. No time for story, I might do that for another day, but yeah. We're going to be talking about the upgrades from the PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4 and PS5, and yeah. There's a little bit more than just those five, so I'm gonna tell them. So yeah, let's start. Also, I'm gonna add pictures instead of making you use your imagination because because making your imagination is gonna be quite hard to make the exact one. So the PlayStation 1 is a grey box with a small circle at the top where you open it up, put the disc in, close it, and you can play your game. And the controller is a bulky grey controller. And yeah, it's simple. You have two handles on each side where you can put your two hands. You can put your thumb on the thumbsticks. This will make you move and make the camera move. And you have the D-pad support, which can be used to do different things in games or make your character move. And it has the main four buttons: X, square, triangle, and circle. These four buttons are the main buttons. We also have R1, R2, L1 and L2, and the thumbsticks are classified as R3 and L3 because you can make a slight push on them. And yeah, they're not just for moving your camera and your character, but also are buttons to do different things. Kids getting confused what L3 and R3 is here. And yeah, so then we have the PS2. Now, the PS2 is just like the PlayStation 1, but way better. It's a box again, but as the cover of black, and it has a PlayStation logo which has a lot of different colours that you can move around. Also, there's a small little slot where you put in your disc and it sucks it in, and that's when you can play it. And yeah, the PlayStation 2 controller is just like the PlayStation 1 controller, but it's black. And with its advanced tech, it has more storage, more games, and better graphics. And I think one more thing, but I can't remember it. Anyways, here's what it looks like. Here's what it looks like with the controller. And now we have the PlayStation 3. The PlayStation 3 is also black with probably the same exact controller as the PS2. Fun fact, there's something called the Boomerang, which is a controller for the PS3. And yeah, it looks very uncomfortable and I just don't want to talk about it. If you get mad at it and you throw it away out of the window, it will come back and hit your face. So this is why you don't want to buy the Boomerang controller, because if you throw it away, or even just push it, or even just throw it to a place, it will come back and hit your head. So don't buy the Boomerang controller, because a Boomerang controller is a very bad controller. Anyways, yeah, the main controller for the PS3 is just the same as the PS2 controller. So yeah. And then, and yeah. And the next one is the PS3 Slim. And the PS3 Slim is just a slim version of the PS3. Probably a few other advancements for the PS3 Slim, but probably not much. And then we have another PS3, which I forgot the name of, but this PlayStation 3 also had more advancements. Anyways, Sony thought of an idea to make another PS3, but then people decided just to rebel back and say we want the PS4, not any more PS3s. So the PS4 came. Fun fact, I own the PS4 and it is way better than all other of the PlayStation consoles. It's the second best, well, about to be the third best PlayStation console there is. So yeah. And the PS4 looks similar to the PS3, just bulkier. And the controller is slim and smooth. And yeah. And just to say, with the PlayStation controllers, the layout was the same, just a little bit different in the designs. And yeah, there's a lot of different PlayStation 4 controllers, but we're not going to talk about them because I don't know them. I just know there's the normal PS4 controller and a blue and black PS4 controller. So yeah. In 2020, the PS5 was created, and this thing was very popular. And a lot of people didn't own the PS5, and the PS4 was still very popular because people couldn't afford a PS5, so they just stuck with a PS4. So yeah. Yeah. And I know some people today, in today's timeline, that own a PS4. Me and my friend's dad, which I'm not saying the name for privacy reasons, but yeah. And yeah, the PS5 was a very popular console and had the same upgrades as the PS4, and it was white and black. Well, black and white, I should say. Anyways, we have a customized PS5. The customized PS5 is for Marvel Spider-Man 2, a popular game, with a black liquid called Venom trying to take over a red thing, which is obviously Spider-Man's suit, and a small spider in it, I think. And yeah, the controller is also customized by the Marvel Spider-Man 2 thing, and yeah. Just to say, there's a lot of PS5 controllers, but the two main PS5 controllers is the black controller and the white and black controller. Those are the two main controllers. So yeah. And now we have the PS5 Pro, which is just the same, but it has better graphics, more storage, and the upgrades. So yeah, that is quite a lot of PlayStations, to be fair. And one story is one Christmas time when I was young, when I was a little baby boy, I wanted a PS5. A little PS5, but my mum said you can't get a PS5, and then I said with an excuse, but Santa can get it for me, and she had to tell me something horrible that would ruin some people's childhood, so I would rather not say it, but it is something to do with Christmas. And it's quite easy to guess, so yeah. Anyways, yeah. I grew up with a PS3. Well, no, I grew up with a PS4, but originally had a PS3. I don't know which PS3 because I was just a little toddler back then. But one funny story is I shoved several discs in the PS3 and it broke. My dad somehow got it out. I think he shoved a piece of tape in and then he pulled it out. But yeah, I was just a toddler back then, so don't blame me. As soon as I discovered that a disc could go in, I never knew I could not shove in 5,000 billion discs in. I was just a toddler back then, don't blame me. Anyways, that's just me exploring the world as a toddler. That's what we all used to do. Exploring. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and goodbye.